The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. Been waiting all year to be here, to ride the wave of the water frontier. The ocean's warm and the tunes are chill. We'll stand here till we get our fill. We're working hard and we're playing hard too. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Time to go big or go home. And I ain't going home, 'cause summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. Everything we've ever wanted's right here. Don't wanna blink just to fight the fear that our time will pass way too fast. And I'll be dreaming of the beach another year. We're gonna have the time of our lives. Days and nights with the sun in our eyes. And a wild tide under bluest skies, tearing up the shoreline. 'Cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. We're gonna ride The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day.
One moment here. Just gotta make sure I. There it goes. Now I've got that unmuted. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us all again today for the second episode of Sand and Shadow, our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons homebrew campaign. You may notice that we have 2 missing members of our party. That one's on me. A little bit of a mental gap in my memory. So they will not be joining us today. They are currently on vacation, much needed, mind you. They've been going through a lot, so I think they deserve that break. So I just completely spaced on that. But no big deal, because we hadn't introduced one character, and currently, for the purposes of this session, I'll be handling Rune Phantom's character, Squorb Featherfowl. Sadly, I can't squawk to save my butt. I am a turtle, not a bird. So, with that in mind, let us go back and reintroduce our 3 remaining players. Starting from bottom left here, we have the new and improved model for Not Mafia. Say hi.
Hi, it's me, not Mafia, and I have my model for Violet. This is not my normal stream model. This is the model I made dedicated for this campaign. To have some sort of clue of what Violet looks like, I guess. Uh,
I just realized that
yeah.
because you're using a black background, they can barely see your black hair.
It doesn't look too bad. I have the
doesn't-
stream open.
Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. That's fine. Perfect.
Let me just like. How do I? There we go. That should be slightly better.
Should be good. Perfect.
Rotating myself a little bit to
Awesome.
make it a little bit
awesome.
more.
All right, and then right after that, we have the lovely Wailing Frog.
Hello. I don't know if you want me to introduce myself more. Or
I mean,
I
do what feels right.
I am playing Serena Silt, big lady, and hopefully won't get my ass kicked today.
Maybe we'll see what happens. And then finally, our lovely little newbie here, Lumi.
Hello, I'm Lumi, the water dragon who can't afford to re-debut, and basically I'm just Visper in the campaign, and I'm
Awesome.
currently eating a huge banana.
I'm. Yep, that's a thing that's happening. That's a thing that's happening today.
I have tea that is going lukewarm, so I need to drink it fast.
Fair enough. You guys do what you gotta do. Meantime, let's recap what we did last week. You guys, it was the dawn of the next day after you attempted to try to capture a potential lead to the Air Genasi thief known as Azir at the Menagerie warehouses, but with no luck. During the next day, you spent the majority of your morning trying to gather clues or just do your day to day work, trying to just, wrap your head around everything that's going on. Uh, Specifically, Visper, you were able to gather various whispers and like rumors, stuff like that, related to various other thefts that had occurred around the city of Blasvatan. Things like jewels, food, armor, weapons, just random things that have seemingly no connection, have all been pilfered from the local markets here and there. Uh, which then led you to trying to find more information related to potential thieves guilds or organizations of that nature, which required you to go and see your acquaintance Kassar, who you dubbed the creepy lizard man. Um, for Serena, you were, for lack of a better word, you were not well when you were working on that Earth Genasi body for the necromantic orders. You did find that the boy's core was tainted, probably due to excessive stress or something like that, which is rare, but you understood how an Earth Genasi's core could have been tainted in some way, shape, or form, and you were able to safely remove that and tuck it away to kind of preserve the integrity of the body before you went about your business. You were then picked up by Scorb Featherfowl, who was given permission to recruit all of you to be part of a temporary unit of the Scara Audin, aka the Coin Guard. In order to help follow up on the investigations related to Azir and potentially any leads that connect to it. Along the way, you were able to meet up with Violet, and you guys all met back to Kassar, who gave you information related to potential thieves guilds located in one of the other cities. Specifically, one of them was in Killerin. Another one was, where are my notes? Where are my notes? Oh dear. I might have accidentally deleted the page.
Uh-oh.
This is always good. this is
Probably
always.
fine.
It's probably fine. Probably fine. There it is. I found my notes. I
Just
didn't
check Scorb's notes.
just check Scorb's notes. Killerin, Dakamal, and Thebsar, the other scarab cities that are scattered throughout Abu Kanasta. Um, You also all knew that given the fact that there has been small tremors underneath the city of Blasvatan, that it is getting closer and closer to the migration period of the giant scarab cities. And so the ability to travel to one of the cities is incredibly expensive. I recall I said it was about, currently where they're at right now, is about 100 gold per person just to travel to a different city. So with that in mind, you guys decided to head over to the 6th Company Scara Audin's HQ, where you were going to do an interrogation on one of the many thieves that you didn't kill, but instead knocked out, in order to gather information. You were able to extract information that the person that they were following and the person that escaped you was an Air Genasi by the name of Zephyr, who was who had paid the other air genasi simply just to follow them. As you guys left the interrogation chamber, a huge gust of wind blew throughout the entire headquarters, causing the majority of you to fail, save for, I believe, two, and to fall prone, and a loud, and then a loud explosion was heard, along with low rumbling from underneath. So, with that in mind, I need all of you to roll initiative.
Yay.
Would that be under saving throws?
No, it's on the. So if you go up to where your armor class is, it's the small little box with a single number to the left of that.
I'll take it.
Okay, so we got a. Oh, jeez, guys. Okay.
High
I'm sorry,
initiatives.
I still don't see it.
Okay, so go to the top.
Sort of
your-
in the
to your-
middle of the screen.
Yeah. So go. So do you see where your actions are, Lumi?
Yes.
Right above where your actions are.
Oh, right there.
There you go.
It's small on the screen.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to manage these characters right now. I'm going to hide this one. And then where's my ability to run this encounter? Oh, I mean, it's still in the builder, that's why. I'm also using the new encounter builder thing that's still in beta on D&D Beyond, so bit of a weird one, but I'm making it work. Okay, so we'll just do manual entries. Okay, so 25 to 20. Anybody roll anywhere between 25 to 20.
I got 21.
That'll work. Okay, so then... Oh, hey, look at
My
that. The encounter
initiative.
builder... Hey, look at that. The encounter builder just does it for me right there. That's awesome. That means I'll just roll Squarb's initiative. Okay, cool. That's actually... This is actually a lot nicer than I thought. So, let's see, 25 to 20. Violet. She doesn't count. And then, Serena, what is your dexterity modifier right now?
It is +1.
Okay, so then you and Squarb share initiative at 16. Squarb will be going first because he has I believe he has a higher dexterity modifier.
Yeah, it has a +2.
Yeah, so he will be going ahead of you, and then it will be you, and then Visper rolled an 8. Let me just go ahead and roll my creatures. Awesome. That sounds about right. And then, yep, I can see this is going to be a fun combat.
Oh boy.
Oh goodness.
Well, not for you.
Oh boy.
I probably rolled the lowest number that you could roll.
You'll be fine. Okay, and then with that, we'll start combat. All right, so top of the round, Violet, you are currently prone, but you also heard the loud explosion. What are you doing?
So about how instantly does is it like instantly thrown the whole area into chaos? And
It's
if so, how much?
It's more like people are just kind of confused what's going on. With the low rumbling that signifies that it's closer time for the migration, people didn't think anything of it until they heard the cacophonous kaboom and a huge gust of wind that blew the majority of the unaware people down, save for a few of the more stockier officers in the HQ, such as Interrogation Officer Lee, the Leonin, who was helping you guys with the interrogation.
Great. And so how many people are sort of if we look back to where the kid is in the interrogation room, how many people are over there?
Outside of just the kid in the interrogation room, there's only you guys and Officer Lee who are in the hallway directly outside of the interrogation room. Everybody else is kind of either at the office space behind you, or or you don't know if there's anybody else beyond the hall in front of you.
All right. Main problem is Officer Lee here for me. he looking like he's gonna go and check stuff out?
Yeah, he looks like he's about ready to pounce and ready to go into a tussle if need be. You notice that Officer Lee, being a Leonin, his build is rather muscular, and he wears he wears a harness that has a axe attached to it on the back, strapped over his shoulders. Probably just mostly for an intimidation, but it might just be his primary weapon as well. But he seems well built for somebody who's able to withstand that gust of wind that blew everybody else over.
Okay. So, I'm just going to say to, like, I guess everybody in earshot here, which is going to be whole party, Squarb and Leonin, Leah, what's his name? Leo,
Lee,
Lee, Leo here, or Lee here. Jeez.
this is why I called him
Leo
Lee.
and Leonin. Lee and Leonin are too similar, and I'm
Yeah.
messing it up constantly.
You can just you can
Also,
call him Leo if
yeah.
it makes it easier for you. He has been
Anyway.
he has been called that occasionally.
Anyway, Lee. So I'm just gonna say to all three of them, you all got this, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna disappear. I have a plan. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I would like to. I'm just gonna. So I would like to head to the interrogation room.
Okay. So yeah, so you'll take half your movement to get up because you're from
Yeah.
prone, and then you can easily step into the interrogation room, which is only 5 feet in front of you.
Great. Lee is like he's not looking, right?
He seems too preoccupied with the idea that something is going on in the lower levels, so he's trying to make his way there.
Great. And do I know how these security spells work?
So the only spells that are in place were the Zone of Truth, the what was it? What did I say? It was
Alarm.
It was Alarm, but you guys had already gotten clearance, so there's nobody else who, so nobody else will enter into the room who doesn't have authorization. And since the kid in question has already entered the room, he had clearance to get into the room and out of the room.
It
And
will not go off if he leaves.
So it will not go off if he leaves. Yes, you can infer on that.
Okay.
Jesus. I just gave you a loaded gun. I just gave you a loaded gun.
So, how tough are these chains around him?
They seem to be made out of iron or steel. But they seem to be typical manacles at most, with that just have a chain tethered to the ground.
All right. This might be stretching the definition of the spell a little bit. But would you let me cast Infestation to have a swarm of bugs sort of chew away at the chains to let him go free?
Can you read Infestation for me?
You cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature you can see within range, which we're replacing that with the chains. It must make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 poison damage and move 5 feet in a random direction, etc. Really, the concept is more I want to get a swarm of bugs to sort of file their way, like chew their way through these this
Okay,
metal.
you know what? I like the idea, so I'm going to let it happen, but I'm going to twist what you're saying a little bit here. Because these are sort of manacles, they do have a key that has to be... they do have a keyhole.
All right, yeah.
So I'm going to say that instead of it chewing through steel, because that's a little hard even
Yeah,
for
fair
bugs, I'm going to
They
have you
will,
try to
like,
jam the
go into
lock.
the-
Yeah, I'm going to say you're going to jam the key lock, and that will cause it to just pop open. So what I'm going to
Great.
have you do is that I'm going to... It's not an
Do I
attack
have to
roll.
make a check? Or...
Yeah, go ahead and roll me either. I'm gonna treat this as either an Arcana or an Animal Handling, whichever one you think is better for you, to sort of manipulate your bugs in order to get them to do this in a way that won't hurt the kid.
Yeah, all right.
But I will still. Is Infestation a leveled spell?
No, it is a cantrip.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
So don't forget that you have the inspiration pool.
Yes, you also have an
Yeah.
inspiration pool,
I'm thinking about this.
which I need to pull up.
I think I am going to use an inspiration here.
You're gonna burn an
I got
inspiration.
I got a 14. I think I'm going to see if I can get better here.
Okay, go ahead and roll again. I will then.
With a second 14.
Awesome.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. So I'm going to do this right here. I'm just going to slide my inspiration over, and then we'll just save that. Boom. So now I have 1 inspiration in my pool. Like I said last week, I will only be able to stockpile a total of 2 inspiration points from you guys. So, like I said, feel free to use them, but just know that you will have to earn them back other ways outside of me giving them back to you if you wish to maintain your 4 or your 3 now, because there's 3 of you. So please ignore the 2 remaining ones. So you guys have 2 inspiration points left over.
Yeah. And by the way, it resets your chat widget whenever it does that and deletes.
I've noticed that. I have no idea how to fix that at this time.
That sucks. Oh well.
But the thing is that I have 3 different things that keep track of my chat for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm
It just
able
doesn't
to keep
appear on screen.
Yeah, so I will do my best to maintain chat vigilance as best as I can. So I do apologize, chat, if you guys just disappear from my thing. I still need to figure out how to work this overlay so that way it's more seamless and I don't have to keep clicking save. But yeah, I would say. So what is your total? Was it a 14?
14. Yep.
I would say that's enough. Yeah, I would say your experience handling your various insects and your various creepy crawlies is enough that you can relay a very basic message of just jam the lock, and so they are able to crawl into the keyhole and just sort of gunk up the works to the point where their collective mass pushes the pins out to cause the manacles to unshackle.
Yeah. So, next, this might be stretching the definition of a turn, but it's fine.
I'm going to treat it as an action.
That's my action. Is it a free action to give the kid my hat?
Yes, it doesn't take an action of any kind to give somebody an item. It's only when they're using an item which requires an action.
So, I'm going to give the kid the hat, and I'm going to say to him, now, what you're going to do is you're going to disguise yourself as a cop, anyone you've seen going in here, and you're just going to run out of the place. There's a distraction right now. It's fine. However, what you're going to do after that is you're going to go to dead end labor and you're going to stay there until I get there. Okay?
Roll a persuasion check.
Giving your boss what he wants.
14 plus 5, 19.
Fuck. Okay, let me roll an insight check for the kid. Oh my god, I rolled a 3. He fully believes that you are not one of the cops. You're not a bad person, and you did treat him well during the interview. So I even gave him disadvantage on it. God damn, a 3. Yeah,
now, just to be perfectly clear, I'm not going to sacrifice him for the dead end labor thing.
I figured as much.
But I'm not losing this hat.
Okay.
Oh, and be sure to tell the homunculus on the hand there that you are not what's his name? Azir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure you tell them you're not Azir, like explicitly.
A hand? What? Oh, okay.
Go get it.
And then
Go.
he pulls down the hat a little bit, and he thinks really hard, and then he transforms. Let's see, in a panicked state.
Except Lee. Don't do Lee.
He transforms into Squirb.
All right.
He transforms into Squirb, and he then so when his turn comes around, I've already added him to the initiative queue, so when his turn comes around, he will sprint out as much as he can for his action.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've just got to make sure Scorb is looking not towards the entrance, and also preferably is out of sight of other people.
Right. So
and then it might be stretching my movement, but I would like
you
to
still have a solid 10 feet of movement.
All right, I'd just like to exit the room again.
Yeah.
After.
Absolutely. So you exit the room, which takes up the remainder of your movement, and are you looking just down the hall?
That's the end of my turn.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just looking down the hall.
All right. Next is going to be Officer Lee's turn, and Officer Lee, he's with his keen vision, he's able to sit there and he goes, I see 7 individuals beyond the dust. I'm going in. And he grabs his axe and he just lunges into the mist in front of him. Which then he's going to try to attack blindly with disadvantage. Ouch. He swings into the debris, and with it you hear a large metallic clang as the dust begins to settle, and you notice that there are indeed 7 masked individuals, and one of them has a scimitar that is perfectly blocking Officer Lee's axe before he is parried away. Then it's going to go to my people's turns. You see that the one with the scimitar simply sheaths his or simply draws a second scimitar from his right hip, and he goes, "This wasn't supposed to be easy. I'll distract him. Trainees, take care of the rest." And then you see 5 of these individuals step out behind him, and they each enter a stance. Each one of them then produces a fire in their palms, ready to strike. What is... Let me see here. We're going to start with... Oh, wait. There are 3 of you. I have a D3. My friend bought me a D3, which I thought was strange because I've never heard of such a die. But then again, we literally have a ball that's a D100, so who am I to judge? So I have this cute little D3, and I'm just going to put you guys in the order of which I have you written down here. So one is going to be Serena, 2 is going to be Violet, 3 is going to be Visper. I would name it... Oh, wait, no, I should get a D4 since Squarb is there, huh? Oh, well. And, oh boy. Where'd my die go? This happens every time! So I rolled a 2, which is Violet. Violet, what is your armor class? Just so that way I made sure I wrote it down correctly.
13.
13? Okay, so they are
Not
going
very
to...
high.
Yeah, so they are going to attempt to throw a firebolt your way. So let's go ahead and roll that. That's a natural 16 on the die.
Ow.
So... Oh, that's weird. I thought I had that written down. Oh, of course I didn't have it written down. I love my ability to do encounters on this thing. Wait a minute. Did somebody else have Firebolt as a spell on their cantrips, or no?
I do not.
No.
I have Firebolt.
Can you tell me the damage die on Firebolt for me, please?
Be 1d10.
What was that again?
For Firebolt, what is
Firebolt.
the damage die on Firebolt?
It's like, what is it? 1d10? 1d10.
Oof, that's a lot higher than I thought it would be for a Firebolt. Cantrips are mean.
Yeah, Firebolt's pretty solid.
I mean, yeah, that's the point of Firebolt.
Alright, well...
To compete with heavy crossbow and other.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Alrighty, so... Well, I rolled low. You're taking 2 fire damage.
All right. I think that's the first hit points of damage the whole game.
The whole campaign, yeah. The first person to take hits, and it happens to be the undead one. Then they are going to move in, and then they're going to spend their entire movement to get right up in front of you, because you are the closest person to them, and that's going to be their turn. It's just getting into your face.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
The second person is going to shoot a firebolt as well. This one is hitting Serena. Serena, your armor class is 15, correct?
Correct. I'm also prone. I don't know if that messes with range stuff.
For range
would.
spells, it would. It gives me disadvantage.
Yep.
So, okay, that's already looking bad. Yeah, no, they're not hitting. They rolled a 10 on the die as their lowest hit, and even with their spellcasting modifier, it's not enough to hit you. They they thrust their hand out like they're doing a shot put toss, and they just lob a firebolt, and it just misses you as it hits one of the tables nearby. And then they decided to just rush in and try to attack you. These guys rolled really high on the initiative, but I'm shooting them all as one unit, so they go immediately after Lee. The third one is also going to throw a firebolt. We'll see what happens here. We're going to go ahead and try to aim for Serena again. Wow, this D3 really doesn't like you. But it's okay because you have disadvantage because I have disadvantage. And I rolled a 3. So, again, another firebolt shuts out, and we're going to then... You know what? Actually, no, I should roll a d4. Scorb is in combat. I'm going to actually roll a d4 now. I apologize. Let's see here. Scorb will be 4. Of course, I roll a 4 on the die. The moment I mentioned some other person, Scorb is the one who's going to take the hit, so we're going to roll to see if Scorb hit. No, not with that. And yeah, so that person rolls a natural 2. Scorb deftly bats away the firebolt with his longsword as he just smacks it down into the ground, dispersing the flames as he does so. And that leaves just one more target to do so. They are going to throw their firebolt at number 2, so that would be Violet. So let me see here. You said yours was a 13?
Yep.
Just misses.
All right.
So another firebolt is thrown out your way, but because his ally was in the way just as he was moving in, he wasn't able to get a clean shot. So he had to divert the fireball elsewhere, or the firebolt elsewhere, thus avoiding the hit to you. Serena, you're up with Scorb on deck.
Okay, I thought Scorb was going first because he had a higher dex.
Oh, I'm sorry. The way the tracker is set up is it sets to you first. Okay, so then I will do Scorb. Scorb is going to move in to try to intercept any oncoming people. So he's going to move up next to Violet, and then he's going to try to attempt to strike at the target with his long sword. So he has a +5. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That is a 14 to hit. Their armor class is not good enough. He misses his attack. So that is going to be his turn because he only has one action, and I don't want to burn his action surge right now. So then it's going to be Serena. It is your turn.
Okay, I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then there's one person next to me, right?
Yes. There's actually going to be 2 people who are approaching. One of them is just closer.
Okay. Are they within touch?
No.
One of them.
You would have to move. You would have to move 10 feet to get them.
I have so many options.
You do. Spellcasters. We have so many options.
All right, I'll move up 10 feet and attempt to inflict wounds.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Fuck.
That is not.
That was an 11. Yeah.
That is not going to hit. So you reach out with necrotic energy emanating from your hands, and that is enough of an indication for these trainees, as they were called, to divert your hand away from them and ready themselves for a next attack.
Does that still cast it, or?
Yes. When you cast the spell, you burn the spell slot, unless it is yeah.
Okie dokie. And then I have. Can I do a cantrip?
Yes, you can.
I will cast Blade Ward.
Okay, cool. So after your hand is deflected out, you quickly set out a set of sigils in the air, which gives you resistance to all non-magical physical attacks, correct, for the turn?
It is resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Got you. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to say out of combat. So I'm going to treat the combat between the scimitar guy and Leo as outside of your combat initiative, so that way I don't have to roll for more people than what's necessary. But you do see that the seventh person who came with these other six is just sort of standing there before he turns and then just makes his way down to the lower levels. Visper, it's your go.
Okay, so I just have a question. Like, where am I currently? Like,
You are on the
positioned
ground.
at?
You are on the ground with currently your friends are around you, and they are currently fighting a bunch of masked, what seems to be magi, martial artists. It's hard to tell based on what their actions are currently.
Okay, and where are they at?
They are all fighting in a hallway right now. They're fighting in a 20-foot by 15-foot tall hallway.
All right. Um. Dang, is there like someone near me?
No, there's nobody else near you right now. Squarb was the only person who was closest to you at the time, but he moved up to help Violet.
Ah,
The next closest person to you would be Serena, who is
so-
currently being assailed by two of the trainees.
now this just makes it hard on me. Because I had like, what is it? A plan to use like, what is it? One of my what is it? Spell slots and whatnot. But now since no one is really around me, I'm gonna go.
So you're on the ground. So you have to spend half of your movement to get up, which gives you 15 feet of movement left over. The next nearest person to you is 10 feet from you, so you have enough movement to touch Serena if you need to.
All right.
Or whoever Serena is fighting. I don't know. I don't have no idea what you're
Alright.
trying to figure out doing.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to help Serena, and I will use Ice Knife.
Oh, okay. Can you read out Ice Knife for me, please?
Sorry. Where are you using ice knife?
What is it? At your opponent, not you.
At the opponent right in front of me.
Oh gosh.
That guy?
Yeah.
Yes, please read out ice knife.
It's a ranged
Okay.
spell.
Mm-hmm. It says Ice Knife is you can create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed what is it?
Dexterity
de-
saving throw.
Yes, a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
That will also hurt us.
So yes,
No.
Hey, what
we
are you?
are in fact within 5 feet of this creature.
I'm just saying, you guys just have to get good and roll high on the dexterity saving throw. I
Oh
mean-
yeah, that's easy.
I mean, listen,
Yeah, especially because I still take half damage.
listen. Visper only has a DC 13 on her save DC. You can totally do it.
I still take half damage though.
You do.
I think, right?
Let me see. Ice Knife is they take no, you just it's a hit or miss when the
Oh,
shard
alright.
explodes. It's a hit or miss.
Alright.
Okay.
So
You know what?
I-
Dex saves aren't too bad.
You guys think you can pull that off at DC 13?
I think so.
I don't.
Listen, you're fine. You're a cleric. You have tons of health.
I should also note, for clarity, Squarb does have the interception fighting style. He can deflect some of that damage off of you if you need it.
Oh wait, is it piercing damage?
It is piercing damage. You have
Mhm.
resistance to it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, fuck it.
You
do it.
have
Yeah.
I have an idea. That's a bad idea. Wait a minute. No, that's a great idea.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use Ice Knife.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack roll against the creature.
So would I click cast?
Yes, so you would so you go over to where it says hit DC, right on Ice Knife where it says +5, you're gonna click that,
Alright.
and then that should roll the die for us to get a result. Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
So roll your damage dice.
Oh, for the sake of the stream, it was a 15 to hit.
Yes, it was a 15 to hit. Yes, I apologize. I
So
forgot.
would that be right next to the 5?
Yes, it's the number next to the 5 where it says 1d10. You're going to roll that. You're going to click on that. 8 points of damage. Okay. And then go ahead and I'm going to need to roll like 4 separate dice here for everybody. Okay, so then
So
That
that,
guy-
means I'm making a dex save.
yes, you are making a dex save, and so is
Okay.
Squorb. So my
And
guy-
Serena.
yes, and Serena. So everybody, basically everybody has to make a dex save because everybody just happens to be in a 15-foot space that just happens to be next to each other, and she happens to hit the one that's in the middle.
Okay.
Oh God! No! Please
Hey, I got
no.
an 18.
Get an eight.
Wait, would that include me or no?
No,
No.
you are the caster.
Alright.
Now I need to roll.
You're
For,
safe.
now I need to roll for Squorb. Oh yeah, sure. Squorb gets a 16, but my own dice betray me once again.
Yeah, but I got an 8, so you know.
You're gonna take that ice damage. So everybody
It's
who
fine.
rolled
It's just 1d6, right?
2d6.
2d6.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's totally fine. So go ahead and Visper, go ahead and click that that D20 at the bottom left of your sheet. Open it up till you find the normal dice looking block. Hit that 2 times and then roll it.
The D20?
Yeah. So at the very bottom on your bottom left, right of your character sheet,
Mhm.
click the dice symbol.
Alright.
Go to UC6. Left click that 2 times and then click roll.
Alright. D6. Okay.
Seven points of ice damage. My goodness. Okay, so
All right.
that is 15 points of damage in total, but only 7 of that is coming your way, Violet.
Ow.
Oh my. Oh, ow for you? Literally all of the creatures that I had planned for combat are beyond bloodied right now because of one spell. Because they all rolled below 10 on the die for their dexterity saving throw. Absolute livid. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I thought this was going to be a challenging combat. I
Player
forgot.
characters are always way more powerful than you ever expect.
I forget. I have a sorcerer.
You have to make every single encounter deadly for it to even
I-
barely be a challenge.
I regret this encounter now. I truly do. I truly regret this encounter now. But Visper, you had an action. Did you move at all? You still have 15 feet of movement.
Can you repeat that again?
Do you wish to move at all? Because you did your action, which was cast Ice Knife, and
Wait, I never actually clicked cast.
That's fine. Just
That's fine.
click it now.
Make
so that
sure
way-
you have, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
make sure that you keep track of your spell slots. And now, you still have 15 feet of movement. Would you like to move anywhere? Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Because Violet, I forgot. Squorb has the interception ability. He's actually going to use his reaction to do interception. So he's going to roll 1d10 plus 2, and he's going to try to reduce that damage from you.
Ah, all right.
So he rolled a 9 on the die.
So you take no damage.
You take,
I take
no
no-
damage. Why am I being so good to you guys? Like, why am I being nice to you? So Squorb sees that the knife impales into one of the guys before it erupts into a shard of ice, and thinking quickly, he spins his blade to deflect any of the oncoming shards that you weren't able to dodge. and he was able to use the momentum of the blade to block the remaining shards that were coming after him as well.
Nice.
Scorb's kind of a badass. I kind of made Scorb a badass in that moment. Okay, so if that is all you can do, we're going back to the top of the round. It's going to be Violet. It is your turn.
Oh, really?
This combat might be shorter than an hour, like I expected.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Well, I'm going to bonus action turn on my form of dread.
Crap. What is your DC?
Hmm?
What's your fear DC?
It is 13.
Okay.
But they don't have to do it until I hit them.
Oh, it's until you hit them. I thought it was just an aura.
No. And I get 6 temp hit points. Woo.
Nice. Well, crap.
Very fun. And all right. So how many people are in front of me?
There are 2 people in front of you, and there are 3 behind you.
And where's the guy who went downstairs?
He left. He's ahead of you. He went down to the lower levels ahead of you.
All right. And how many allies are within 10 feet of me?
That would be everyone in the party.
Everyone in the party. Great. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to sickle this person in front of me. In
Okay.
That case. And that is going to be a nat 1 to hit.
That's
Ooh.
not gonna do it. So you swing down with your sickle, trying to get a cut in, and they are able to take their hand and just push it aside, and then return to stance as they ready for your next attack.
Really quick, is Violet able to get like 5 feet away from me, so there's a 5-foot space between us?
She can, but she'd be provoking an attack of opportunity from one of the bad guys.
Okay, that's up to you then. I have an
I just
AoE
got 6
spell.
temp hit. I just got 6 temp hit points. I can afford to be hit, maybe.
You could take a hit.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So would you like to move out of that threatened space?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I will.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll their opportunity attack.
Oh wait, no! Before you do that, you don't have to do that. You don't have to move.
Oh, all right.
It's creature of my choice, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
I'm glad I caught the die in mid-roll.
Ooh,
Because-
I'm glad I read that.
because you are so lucky. I rolled an 18 on the die before you said anything, and I caught it just before it stopped spinning.
Ooh.
You're lucky.
Know your
All right.
spells, everybody.
Read your spells, chat. Read your spells.
Yes. All right. Well.
So that was your action. You still have movement, and you still have a bonus action.
I do
Oh
not
no,
have a
you
bonus action,
you burned your bonus action for the form of dread.
and I cannot move either because that would be opportunity attacking. So
Yes. So is that going to be your turn?
yeah.
Okay, so it's going to move back down to the trainees. One of the trainee in the middle, you notice that they begin to create a small swirl of wind around them as they begin to lift in the air. And seeing that Visper is the biggest threat, they are lunging at Visper, which means that Serena, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yay. Let me go to my
Bonk
action.
them over the head with whatever your spellcasting focus is.
Oh. Shit.
Save me.
I rolled a 1.
That's not going to be enough. So you notice that as
2
he...
ones in a row.
So you notice that as this trainee ascends to the air and they do it effectively an air dash past you, you're just not quick enough as you swing your quarterstaff around and you're just not able to nick them in time. Serena, no, that means Visper. What is your AC? Just so that way I confirm that correctly. Is that a 10?
My armor class?
Yes.
Sorry?
It's a 10.
Okay. They are going to perform unarmed strikes against you. That is a natural 16 on the die. And so you are going to be taking let's see here. 7 points of bludgeoning.
Ah,
So he flies over to you, and then you just, in a flurry of fists and jabs, you're just bludgeoned for 7 points of damage, as they're
Yow.
trying to take you down. They are also going to attempt to. Then they're going to take their bonus action, and they're going to assume a more defensive posture. With you currently being handled by somebody else, the other trainees are going to focus on their individual targets. So, Serena, your armor class is you said it was 15? Okay. Natural 16 on the die again. So this one will also be performing an unarmed strike against you. Okay, that one didn't roll, so I'm not going to treat that one. Okay, no, now I have to treat that one. You will also be taking 7 bludgeoning damage.
and that's halved to
3.
3. Okay.
Right, you still have Blade Ward up. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. I completely spaced on that. Yeah, you still have Blade Ward up. Okay, good to note. And then so you just feeling these blunt strikes hitting you, but you have a small magical sheen about you that sort of just reduces the sheer impact. Sort of like when a bullet hits a Kevlar vest. You still feel the impact. It still hurts like hell, but it's not nearly as painful as if it was just generally against your actual toughened skin.
Right.
Then the next one is going to. Then they will just continue their assault on you like that. The next one is going to move in, trying to get around you. So in this case, because they're trying to move around you, go ahead and take an opportunity attack.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was
Oh
a
wait,
reaction.
is it a
to
reaction?
that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it is a reaction. So they're going to step around you, to get behind you, so they can get the flanking bonus. That's not great. Cool. They couldn't beat 15. Apparently they're still sort of rattled after being hit by ice shards that erupted from their buddy's chest, and so they're just not able to connect with you cleanly, which means the remaining 2 are going to attack Squarb, which is a natural 2. Oh, my sweet summer children. Okay, so that's fine. Then that leaves us with Violet, who also got a natural 2. Hey, Dai, do you want to like start working properly, or like do you want to like do we need to have a conversation, or like, bro, this
I
is like your
simply do not get hit.
no, this is like your third like below 10 roll in the same encounter, man. Like, we're gonna have to do a performance review at the end of tonight's session, I'll tell you what. Okay, so Squarb is going to make his attack, seeing as he now has he has the advantage on this, so he's going to go ahead and swing at the guy who just swung at him. He rolled a 2. That is not going to be enough to hit, so he will end his turn as he swings down with his long sword to try to cleave this man in 2. He's the one in question is able to spin out of the way and then reposition for the next attack, which leaves it up to Serena. What is your move?
Okay, so I know at least 2 of them are within 5 feet of me.
Yes, there's one behind you, one in front of you.
Are there any more within 5 feet of me?
No, those 2 are the only 2 in front of you, or the only
Cool,
2 within 5 feet of you.
I would like them to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13,
Okay.
as I'm going to do Word of Radiance.
Okay. So Constitution, you said?
Yep.
The one in front fails.
Okay.
And the one in the back also fails, so they both fail.
Perfect. And they take 5 damage.
5 radiant damage?
Yep.
Copy that. Okay, so woof. Serena, you notice that as you what was the spell you cast? Or what was the ability you cast?
Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. As you utter divine radiance echoes throughout your voice, causing radiant damage to erupt from their bodies. You notice that these guys are not looking good. They appear to be bloodied in this instance.
Cool. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on Visper.
Okay, so Visper gets a +2 to armor class?
Correct.
Okay. So Visper, make sure that you remember you have a +2 to armor class. I will also write it down so that way we don't forget.
And that's a concentration, so please remind me.
Okay, so how would I like change that and whatnot,
If
or
you
am I just adding it to my notes?
just I'll keep track of it, so you have a +2 to your armor class. But for now, if you would like to in the future, when you go into where click on the shield icon where it says armor, you can set customize and you can do additional magical bonus, and you just do a +2 for temporary.
All right. So what I like, cause I know that I got like hit like with 7 and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be subtracted?
No, so 7 damage is what you took to your hit points. Your armor class is what we use to figure out if we can hit you.
Oh, hit points. So
So
what?
you-
Sorry if I'm asking all these questions, but
No,
would
no, no.
that be?
Like we said, you're the newbie. It's okay to ask these questions. That's what we're here for. We're here to help answer
Yeah.
your questions.
All right. Would that like be subtracted from my hit points then?
Yeah, so you can go into, so you know where it says your hit points, you know, and do you see the box that says heal damage, and then there's
Yeah.
like a small empty box?
Mm-hmm.
Type in 7 hit damage,
All right.
and then that should automatically calculate the remaining hit points you have.
Dang.
Yeah, 11 hit points isn't a whole lot, sister. I'll tell you what.
Dang.
It is certainly,
Dang.
it certainly hurts, doesn't it? Yeah. Welcome to the
Wow.
survival horror of levels 1 through 3. Every hit counts. Let me see. There's my pencil. Okay, so I will just temporarily write down that you get a +2 armor class.
At least if you go down, I can at least stabilize you from a distance.
Awesome. Okay, so, and then that's all you got, Serena?
Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
Okay, Visper, it's your go. With Violet on deck.
All right.
All right. What is it? Now looking at my hit points. Oh my goodness.
On average, these creatures that I created were actually comparable to level 1 characters, but I set the DC smaller so I can use more of them. But this encounter was also designed with 5 people in mind, not 3. So I'm like, well, this is
Player
awesome.
characters are always way more powerful than you ever expect.
I noticed.
I love beating a dragon at level 5.
That's always fun, isn't it?
Okay, like what is it? I have another question.
Yeah.
So what is it? Because I was like checking underneath bonus actions and whatnot, and then it says actions in combat, and then it says 2-weapon fighting.
So 2-weapon fighting is a universal thing that all characters have. So when you do 2-weapon fighting, what it is that if you have 2 light weapons, so weapons with a light property in your hands, you can use your action to attack with one, and then you can use your bonus action to attack with the other, but you don't add your ability modifier to the attack or damage roll.
All right, I just wanted to know that.
Mm-hmm.
This is hard.
In terms of things you can do, you have some safe cantrips you can just use. Why do you have 2 spell slots gone?
She should only have the one
We-
spell slot gone.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I forgot to like reset that.
Yeah, so you should only have one
Oops.
spell
You're
slot
fine.
gone, so you're good.
Okay, so I just said it, so it's good now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because
Oh
you're
my goodness.
because you're new, Visper, I would like to point out you do have a racial ability that could get you out of trouble.
Wait, where would I
Yes,
find that at?
if you go
It's-
back to the bonus action, you can see the face step.
Oh yeah, face step. You know what? I might actually use face step.
Okay, you're gonna use face step.
Mhm.
Okay, where would you like to go? So you have an entire hallway in front of you that has your friends and enemies in there, but you also have, but you're still in the office space, which is a lot more open. And there's a lot of things that are just kind of blown all over the place. Where would you like to go here?
Also, like, just to know, I think, what is it? Since I chose spring and whatnot,
That
it
doesn't occur
says,
until your third level,
dang.
so you're still at second level, so that'll happen on your level up. You'll be able to do that.
All right. So, you said, I'm trying to remember again. Sorry.
So you have a hallway in front of you that's 30 feet out. And there's and where these guys had blasted their way into is 30 feet out, or you can teleport anywhere in this office space where all these officers do their paperwork. You can teleport anywhere around there or down the hallway. What's your choice?
Hmm.
Or you can do something completely crazy because it is a 15-foot ceiling. So whatever you want to do.
So it's a whole. I'm just trying to. I think I'm just gonna teleport to where I'm out of harm's way essentially.
Okay. I still need to know exactly where out of harm's way. If you're still in the room, I need to know versus if you're in the hallway. So that way I can determine what I'm going to do with my enemies.
Okay, I'm gonna teleport what is it? You said I wasn't in the hallway, correct?
You are not in the hallway, no.
Alright, I'm gonna teleport into the hallway.
Okay, so you're going to teleport into the hallway. So you create this small fey portal underneath you, and you just slip into space. The trainee is unable to catch you in time as you slip through into an alternate dimension, and then briefly reappear with a portal opening just above where they had entered, and you appear right behind your enemies.
Alright.
And make sure that you mark down a use of your face step, and that was your bonus action. You still have an action, and you still have your movement.
Okay.
So, and since you were standing when that was happening, so you still have, so you have 30 feet of movement, and you have your attack action if you would like to use that.
I would like to use my attack action, and I am going to use my dagger.
Okay, so are you going to throw the dagger?
Yes, I'm going to throw. Oh, since I'm right behind my enemies,
Mm-hmm.
can I just stab them with the dagger?
You would have to take your movement to move in place to stab them with the dagger because you are farther away from the enemy. So you'd have to choose to either throw the dagger or you would have to rush up and stab them. But
Okay, I'll rush.
if you decide to rush up and stab them, you do have two enemies in front of you, one in front of Squarb and one in front of Violet.
Alright. I think I'm going to rush up and stab them.
Okay, which one are you aiming for? The one in front of Violet or the one in front of Squarb?
The one in front of Violet.
Okay, so you're going to right click where it says +2 on your dagger. You're going to select advantage because you are flanking them, giving you advantage on your attack roll.
So I'll just click the +2 button.
No, you're going to right click over the +2 button, and then it's going to give you a thing, and it's going to say roll with. You're going to click over the
Okay.
A where it says advantage,
Alright, I see it.
and then you're going to then roll with that.
Alright.
Shit. Yeah, that
I
hit.
got a
Yeah,
17.
17. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll the damage of the dagger.
Alright. Got a 3.
3. Okay. As you teleport out, you draw your dagger from your hip, and you rush over to assist Violet. And you're kind of a newbie when it comes to using weapons. You're more so a spellcaster, from my understanding. So you kind of just lunge over and you just stab this dagger in the back of this trainee, and you dealt how much damage again?
3.
3. That is enough to fell the trainee in front of Violet.
All right.
So that trainee is no more. There are now 4 more trainees left to fight in this building, which goes now up to Violet. What's your turn? You just saw this elvish woman disappear, reappear, and then lunge and stab a guy in front of you.
All right, thanks. I'm going to go towards the direction of the person who fell, not fell, who went down.
Okay.
There's just one person between me and that, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna do some stabbing, or slashing technically because it's a sickle.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 19 plus 4 to hit.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that definitely hits.
And with a good old 4 damage, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw to be scared.
As you take your sickle and you stab into the side of this trainee who's next to Scorb, you notice the life in their eyes fades as you withdraw your sickle.
All right, great. I need to make note of to bring them back with me. Actually, Serena, do you want this one or should I?
What do you mean?
I'll take it then. And I'm gonna head on downstairs,
Okay.
following.
Okay, so cool. So you did your attack, you're doing your movement action, so you rush down the stairs. As you make your way down the stairs, you see the lone you see the lone person who had arrived with the others is already opened one of the cells and is bringing in and is pulling one of the Air Genasi children with him.
We're alone, right?
It is you, some of the other. It is you, him, the Air Genasi girl, and some of the other Air Genasi kids that were captured during the menagerie warehouse assault.
All right. And so is he wearing a shirt?
Yes, he's wearing clothes.
So no, I mean, like, can I see his chest?
No, he is wearing. He's well robed. You can barely see his face, but you do notice that he is hovering a solid foot and a half over the ground.
What a show off.
All right. Azir?
Is that what you say out loud?
Yeah. Yes,
Right.
out loud. Azir?
He turns slowly to face you, and he goes, "That is not a name I have heard for some time. How do you know that name, girl?"
How do I know?
Your boss just gave you that name.
Right. Oh,
And Kassar.
well,
And
we're looking
Kassar.
for you. I'm looking for you, actually. Would be very helpful. Okay. How do I do this?
How do you want to do this?
Has he gotten all of the kids out?
He's only gotten this one girl out.
This might be risky. I don't know if this will work. All right. I have someplace safe we can get these kids to.
What are you trying to do here, I guess is the question. Like, what are you...
My main goal right now is to lure Azir to dead end labor.
Okay. So, are you trying to deceive him, or are you trying to persuade him in this instance? I guess is the best way to ask this.
Yeah. It's kind of a combination of both. I'm trying to persuade him to trust me because I'm going to deceive him.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you to roll a deception check for me, please. And I'm going to use that as the DC for his insight check.
So that's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
So he does not look... He doesn't really shift too much. He's more or less just trying to lead the girl out of the cage and out of the cell before he takes her in his arm. I see you have good intentions. But I regret to inform you, I am not Azir.
Well, in that case, I don't think these kids are safe with him. I'm going to throw my dagger at him
You've already used your attack action.
with a bonus action, second attack to weapon fighting.
Okay, go ahead.
It's going to be not great, but
We'll see what happens.
that is a 16 to hit.
You notice that so you throw your dagger at him, and he lifts his hand, and with just 2 fingers, he snatches the dagger in the air. My quarrel is not with you, child. I simply came here for this one. You may leave with your life, or I may take it from you.
You're only taking one of the kids?
Do you see the other doors open?
That's bad. All right. Well, trolley problem.
Trolley problem.
I'm gonna step aside here.
So you're just gonna step away? Like, I know.
I'm staying down here. I'm gonna step aside to let him go up.
Okay. With that, he is going to then create a small whirlwind around him and the girl so that way they can move more easily as one back up the stairs as they go past you. And then he gives you an acknowledging nod, like a 1/4-inch nod. And you can infer that with your passive insight that this was the correct choice, according to him.
All right. $16 not hitting is kind of crazy.
So, is that going to be your turn, Violet?
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to the remaining trainees who are not dead, we're going to the one that's attacking Squarp. He's going to do an unarmed strike, and he rolls a 3. That's why they're trainees. All right, Serena. Did your what is your current spell that you have on you now? Is Blade Ward deactivated, or is it to the start of your next turn?
Blade War is deactivated. It only lasts 1 round.
Okay, so then that means these guys will hit you for full if they manage to hit you on your 15 AC.
Yep.
That is a 12 plus 2. Darn it. Okay, so that's going to be a miss. That is a natural 14, so that one will hit. So you will be taking... Let me just pull up their proper damage dice. Oh, cool. You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And let me see here. Let me pull up their sheet here. There it is. And then, oh wait, I forgot they were flanking. They actually had oh whatever. I'm just gonna leave it as is. That one's on me. I'm dumb. And then the other one is going to attempt to hit you, and this one I will remember has advantage, which I'm glad he does. Not so much anymore. He rolled a 12 plus 2, so that's not going to hit. So one of them manages to hit you, and they're not really in sync, it seems, because the other one behind you tries to strike you to kind of continue the oppression, but it's just not working. But you did take damage, so go ahead and roll on your concentration. Get a 10 or higher,
Oh,
you
right.
succeed.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do I add anything to that?
Nope.
That
Oh,
was-
no, it's your constitution. So you add your constitution modifier.
Oh, okay. So it's +3, so 11.
That saves. You needed a 10. So that means your Shield of Faith, I believe, is what you put on Violet. It's or not Violet.
Or not Violet.
Visper is still active. You still have concentration
Okay.
on that. And Serena,
Cool.
it is and then Squorb is going to strike. Squorb gets an 18. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So Squorb is going to roll. What is his longsword? A D8. Yes, it is a D8. He deals enough to kill. Okay, so Squorb being able to deftly play chicken with this guy, then takes his sword, spins it, has a reverse grip, and just stabs it through his collarbone, thus ending this trainee's life.
Oh wow.
So this trainee is dead. There are 2 trainees left, both of which are surrounding Serena, whose turn it is right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate for them. Please make them have another Constitution saving throw.
Ah, darn it, that's a bummer. Okay.
It's 13.
That fails. That one succeeds. Do they take half
Okay.
damage on a success or no damage?
No damage.
Okay, so one of them does fail.
Okay. That's an additional 2 damage.
Okay, hey, all damage adds up.
Yep.
So you notice that the one in front, as you whisper another word of, is it still word of radiance again?
Yep.
As you whisper another word of radiance, one of them is able to block out your voice in their head, thus causing their body to not erupt in light. But the other one doesn't realize you were casting a spell behind you, so he just blew up in another radiant burst, and he's like, ah. Which means it is Visper's turn. You are now next to Squorb, and there is one enemy in front of Serena and one enemy behind Serena. What would you like to do? There are
I
no
would
more
like
enemies.
I'd like to create a bonfire.
Okay. Curious. Let me see. It takes an action. Oh.
It's technically willing movement to move out of a bonfire.
She's got me here. Okay. Any creature in the bonfire's space when you cast a spell must succeed a dex saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. A creature must also make the saving throw when it comes into the bonfire's space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Go for it. Where are you aiming this bonfire?
That's evil. Oh, I love that. That's so
That's
fun.
messed up.
That's such a good way to force an opportunity attack.
That's messed up, really. Where are you
I've
putting
gotta
this?
use that.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down. Where are you using this bonfire?
So you said the enemy was where again?
In front of Serena and behind Serena.
Alright. So
That is the most combat efficient use of bonfire I've ever heard. I've never used bonfire as a combat technique. I've always used it just for roleplay.
So I'm gonna with an aim behind Serena.
Oh, okay. I gotta roll a dexterity saving throw now. You're-
Wait, hold on. Sorry. You said there was one left, correct?
Two.
Or two?
There's one in
Okay,
front
two.
and one behind.
Ah, dang. You know what?
I will say that the one behind Serena has taken more damage than the one in front of Serena.
I'm gonna go to the one in front.
Okay, so you're just going to ignite a bonfire underneath them.
Yeah.
Gotta roll a dexterity saving throw. Roll your damage. He rolled a 3 on the die.
Alright, so let me roll.
Maybe it's my dice. Maybe I didn't build these guys strong enough. Maybe it's because I'm trying my best to compensate for the fact that there's supposed to be 5 people here instead of 3.
Okay, I rolled.
I'm sad.
4 damage.
Yeah.
4 fire damage for the one in front?
Yep.
Alrighty. So you sit there and you raise your hand slowly, and a small cinder ignites to become a spark, and then it erupts into a flame as underneath this person who gets lit on fire and failed his dexterity saving throw. So let me see here. And then when it moves into the bonfire for the first time on a turn or ends its turn. Oh god. Okay. Sure. Sure. You have movement left, and you have a bonus action left if you would like to use either of those.
Mm,
That's so mean.
so, I killed a man once. I'm not afraid to do it again. But anyways, for like, what is it for movement?
You have 30 feet of movement. If you would like to move, you're kind of good where you're at, but I'll just say for
Yeah,
the sake of. So
I don't feel like there's really a purpose of me moving.
okay. As your turn ends, you all will notice that the man who had left has come back with an air genasi girl, now held up in a whirlwind with him, and he calls out, "We have what we came for. We may depart." And he begins to make his exit through the gaping hole in the HQ. But you notice that Violet, who went down before, doesn't follow suit. How do you all feel in this moment?
I
Uh.
immediately go on the earring and go, "Hey, Violet, you all right?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just busy, and I'm down here unlocking all of the.
Yeah. So with that in mind, Violet, it is your turn because it is at the top of the round right now. Would you like to try to unlock some of these cells?
Only the Air Genasi children.
Okay, so they are in separate cells, and
Yeah.
there were, let's see, counting the girl, you guys had encountered 4 of them, if I recall correctly.
What is
So-
your
Yeah.
alignment? I need to
I don't have an
know.
alignment. I hate alignment.
So okay,
It's called ACAB.
okay. So you have 3 more doors you can open, for the air genasi children because they're all in separate rooms or they're all in separate cells. You have another air genasi girl
This
and 2
isn't
air
going to be
genasi
near.
boys.
Yeah, this isn't nearly going to be quite as efficient and sneaky.
Okay.
Oof. So, I mean, can I do the bug thing again for the other 3 for the 3 locked doors?
Yeah, I'd say you can. What is the action economy for infestation?
It's technically an action.
Okay, so you can do 1 door per turn.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go back into the onto the thing and be like, hey, and specifically not talk to Squarb.
Okay.
Hey, Serena, Visper, do you think you could just keep a distraction going a little bit longer? Thanks.
All right,
Uh,
no problem.
And I'm gonna unlock one of these kids.
Okay, go ahead and roll me. What did you roll last time?
It was animal handling.
Go ahead and roll animal handling again to see if you can communicate to your insects to jam the lock once more.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, yeah, that's more than enough. So, what are your insects actually? What are they? What are they right now?
So generally it's kind of just whatever insects are near me.
Okay.
So often it's scarabs just because I assume there's a lot of them around.
Yeah.
But also like whatever spiders and ants and like wasps are around will also be near me. Uh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So you have a swarm of. I'm gonna go with spiders right now.
Yeah.
You have a swarm of spiders, like tiny ones that just kind of go in there and they begin to like slowly push the locking mechanism, the teeth into place so that way the door unhooks and you unlock one of the doors. What do you tell the Air Genasi boy that you just freed?
All right. So we're gonna wait down here until we get the signal from some of my partners upstairs, and then we're just gonna run, bolt. And you're gonna want to. We're gonna find a place. You're just gonna follow me. We're gonna go to my place, and from there, you're gonna be safe. Uh, we're gonna figure out what to do. One of your friends is already there.
Incredible. Alrighty. I will say that you can move over to the next door, and then at the start of your next turn, you can roll me
Yeah.
another animal handling, which leaves it to the trainees who are left over. The two trainees are going to take the disengage action after hearing their boss's command, and they're going to get away from you. So let me see. They have 30 feet of movement. All right, cool. So they are able to disengage and step away from you, Serena, as they are trying to break free. I am actually going to roll real quickly on something. Okay. Yeah, okay. So none of them are dumb enough to try to keep fighting, thankfully. But they have disengaged and they have fled from you.
Okay.
So Serena, what do you do in this instance? Because Squorb, kind of, I rolled for Squorb's insight, which, mind you, he doesn't have a very high one.
Do
But
I have line of sight with the leader?
yes, you do.
I would like to cast Guiding Bolt,
What?
which is 120 feet.
Go ahead and roll and see if you hit.
Sorry, on the cop leader.
No, not the cop
Oh.
leader, the
Oh,
Air
the
Genasi,
Air
dude
Genasi
who-
leader. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I misheard you.
Imagine just shoot Squorb in the back of the head with a guiding.
Oh,
That's
I'm
certainly a
not gonna
distraction.
make that distraction, but I'm gonna keep this fight going as long as possible.
Serena
So-
casts Hadouken on the back of Squorb's head.
That's a 17 to hit.
Okay. So you'll notice that as he's flying away, you'll notice that when your guiding bolt strikes him, the light from the guiding bolt doesn't emanate from him like it normally should.
Mm. So don't roll damage.
Do not roll damage.
Uh, That's frustrating.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna run after the fucker as best as I can.
Okay. Yeah, so you can take your full movement to run towards him, and as you go over the rubble and you break past his trainees, you notice he's already ascended into the air. He's no more than 20 feet above you, but he does have the Air Genasi girl in tow.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes trained on him, and as soon as he starts moving in a direction, I'm going to try to use. Could I use survival to track him as best as I can?
Yeah, I mean survival is supposed to be used for tracking. I'll let you have that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
so then that just leaves Visper. What are you doing? You notice that the trainees that you guys were fighting, have also ascended, and out in the courtyard area where where Officer Lee and the scimitar guy were fighting, you notice that Officer Lee has been knocked down, and the scimitar wielder is standing proudly as he also ascends into the air.
Shoot. Question.
Answer.
Is there any like possible way that I can like get up to where they are?
Do you have the ability to fly?
You have the ability to teleport.
All I know is teleportation right now. I'm not sure if I do.
You can teleport on top of him.
It's up to you.
It'd be kind of funny if I teleported right on top.
I mean,
think
they're,
I'm
they're
gonna
all yeah, they're only 20 feet above the air. You have 30 feet. You can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right, you're gonna teleport atop. What are you gonna
Yep.
do when you teleport above them?
Tackle him down.
Try to bring him back down to the ground.
Okay.
Probably like try to like what is it? Push him down while I'm on top of him.
Wait, I just realized 20 feet.
Yeah, they're 20 feet over the ground right now.
Is that 46 damage?
That is
Or
it
maybe
is
jump on him.
so it's 20 feet, and then every 10 feet above 20 is a d6 of bludgeoning damage. If you
Oh,
fall.
so it's only 1d6. Of
It's only
fall
1d6.
damage.
Yes.
Okay. Phew.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teleport on top of him.
Should
I'm
also
gonna like
note.
basically.
I should also note that Vesper only has 4 hit points left.
Oh.
So-
And I'm out of spell slots, so
So if she
here we go.
falls, so she falls and fails, so she falls and she goes splat. She's going splat.
Ah, dang.
You know, it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's a risk that I am going to take. So I'm gonna teleport on top of him, basically trying to bring him back down to the ground. I'm basically gonna just be jumping up and down on his shoulders, essentially trying to bring him down.
Okay,
If
so
that makes sense.
so who are you targeting? Are you targeting the person with the air genasi girl, or are you targeting one of the other 3 people remaining? Because you guys decimated half of the trainees, so there's only 2 trainees left, and the 2 leaders.
So you said like what is it? Before all of this, you said like one of the captains were like down, and you seen this like and I seen this like other guy.
Yeah, you see
20 feet.
you see the air, so you see the scimitar wielder that
Mhm.
that had told the trainees to fight you guys. He has
Yeah.
just started ascending, and he is now he is a little bit ahead of the other guy who has the air genasi girl. He's about 10 feet above him, while the
Alright.
trainees are dragging behind about 5 feet behind the one with the air genasi girl.
Okay, is it possible that I can target that one specifically, the one who's ahead?
Yeah, he's within your teleportation range.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so like again, I know you're trying to drag them down, but what do you do? Are you trying to grapple them, or are you trying to attack them? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, knock them prone.
Yeah, knock
Technically.
him out.
Okay, roll me
So-
okay. So I will treat this. I'm gonna treat this as a grapple.
Grapple, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna treat this as a grapple. So roll me a strength check.
So that will be under
It's the giant number over where your
Oh,
strength
right there.
score
Oh
is.
yeah, I see,
Yep.
yeah, I see it now.
So
Alright.
go ahead and roll me that.
Shoot. Got a
Ooh.
3.
How
Dang it.
bummer. As
Dang
you,
it.
so you use your last remaining phase step to teleport just above the scimitar wielder, and he sheaths his scimitars, and then your portal opens up just above him, and as he looks up, he reaches out and he grabs you instead. And he
God
holds you
dang.
aloft over his head. Now, what do we have here?
This is not how it was supposed to go. The whole plan's ruined.
Scorb is actually going to take his.
Scorb can fly.
Scorb can fly. Scorb is going to take his ready action. He's actually going to ascend to try to save you.
All right.
So Scorb is going to try to attack and hit this guy. Rolls a nat 20. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Scorb
Go Scorb.
crits on this guy. He takes his longsword and he is going to roll critical. He is going to do this as I believe he would wield this as a one-handed sword because he does have a shield. So we're gonna roll.
And for those in the audience, we're doing crunchy crits.
Yep, which means that he's going to be taking 8. So for calculations, it is going to be 8 because that's the maximum damage on his die. He's going to be rolling another d8, and then he's going to be adding his strength modifier, which is a +3. So maximum damage we're looking at is 19. Potentially. So we'll see how he rolls on his damage.
Please be good.
Actually, should I use the digital dice or should I use physical dice for this?
Either or.
Digital.
No, yeah, let's use digital dice.
All right, so we can all see except the
Mhm.
sheriff.
He got a 6, which makes it a 9 plus 8, dealing 14 slashing damage. So this guy will take 14 slashing damage. Let me just do the calculations real fast.
And then he has to. Is he just? I forgot what they need to roll, but is he gonna drop?
He
Visper?
will be dropping Visper, but he needs to roll. But this guy is going to be rolling a strength check to see if he can maintain the grapple.
Really quick, 9 plus 8 is 17.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
My bad. So I will add another 3 damage to him. There you go. He fails. He rolled a natural 5 on the die. He
Ooh.
does not maintain grip. So
Ugh.
as you see your Eric Cochran friend leap into action, he soars straight up and then does a vertical slash just straight up, and the scimitar wielder drops Visper. Scorb is going to use his reaction to try and catch you. So he's going to make a
Please catch
dexterity.
me.
So Scorb is going to make a dexterity saving throw. So he has a +2. So we're gonna roll that.
I'm too.
Oh,
young to
no!
die.
Scorb
No!
rolled a
I-
nat.
Since I ran towards them, am I able to use my reaction to try to catch?
Yeah, I will give you that. I'll let you guys
Okay.
try to save this poor poor child.
You said Dex saving throw, right?
This is a dexterity saving throw, yes, to try to securely catch them.
16.
That is going to be enough. The DC was 10.
Whew.
So
I'm not dead.
you reach up and you catch Vesper, doing a diving catch, Serena, as you settle down, and then you see Scorb and the scimitar wielder are sort of glaring at each other before the scimitar wielder just starts cackling, as if he's having the time of his life. And
That's
then
not great.
and then
Yeah.
he extends his hand out, and you guys see these swirling winds surround Scorb as he is locked in place. As I need to roll for, I believe it is. Let me double check that ability, because I don't want to give him the wrong saving throw. And it is a wisdom saving throw. Scorb, what's your wisdom? Oh boy, howdy, that's bad.
Oh.
Okay,
Ooh.
so Scorb has a 0 to that. He fails. He has a 0 for his saving throw to wisdom. This is a elemental variant of hold person, as wind locks Scorb in place, but still allowing him to fly. And the scimitar person just slowly begins to let him fall gently down to where you guys are. And as he does so, he's then going to ascend with the rest of his team. Serena, go ahead and
Dang.
go ahead and roll a survival check to see if you can keep track of these people as they're leaving.
All right.
Because I remember you requested that.
Oh, it was almost an 18, but it's a 10.
Okay.
Wow.
So you notice that as they are leaving further and further, it's getting a little bit harder because they are moving in the direction of the sun, which is blinding you, preventing you from truly seeing which way they're going.
Right.
Um, but after they leave everybody's line of sight, Squarb is released from his bindings. Violet, go ahead and just roll for me real quick, just a flat d20.
Me?
Yeah, just roll a flat d20 for me.
4?
You were able to, in this instance, able to manage to break through one more of the cages. You have one more cage left.
With a 4?
You had to
All
roll it. You had to roll above a 10 to unlock the remaining 2.
Okay.
So I'm allowing you to unlock 1.
All right.
So this is all happening while they are being quote unquote distracted, as you would have put it.
Yep.
But it is. I am going to say that at this instance, you guys are out of combat, and I'm going to have Violet roll one more animal handling check, since that is going to be the end of combat, since there are no more combatants to fight.
Well, that one's a 19, so.
I'm going to say with that 19, you are able to unlock the remaining cell doors that are locking these Air Genasi children in confinement.
All right. And I'm just gonna, like, on the call thing, like, hey, we good?
Well, they escaped.
But are the cops distracted?
I look around. Are the cops still distracted with
the,
everything?
the cops
happening?
are so you see some of the Scara Audin race out to try to pick up Officer Lee, and you see some of them are clearing out the debris and trying to make sense of what's going on. Most of them are still very disoriented. To be fair, guys, you guys were only in combat for 4 rounds. That's about 12 seconds of combat.
Oh,
They're
Oh,
very
wow.
disoriented.
Yeah,
Very
they're still suffering from shock of what happened. Just there's a lot going on. Like there's an explosion, gust of wind blowing everybody down. There's people attacking
people
them.
dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that there are now 4 bodies in their office. Like there's a lot to account for, but there's not a whole lot that can be done. You
All right.
do hear you do hear one of the people who finally manages to gain their senses to call out and say, we need a search party right now. Get the Sunhawks out there. We got to find these people. And so you see you see like a small squad of maybe 3 to 5 Sunhawk riders race up to the pens where the Sunhawks are residing, so that way they can go out and try to hunt these guys down before they disappear forever. A couple of the other people are just providing emergency first aid. You see a couple people just trying to pick up stuff and clear debris. So I would say in this instance, they are thoroughly distracted.
All right. So, guys, we're just gonna bolt. I think.
Should have bounced.
Semi stealthily, and we're
Gotta
just gonna
dip.
try to get out of there. And just like on the communication thing, hey, make sure Scorb isn't looking like at the direction of the entrance to the building. Great, thanks. And we're gonna go.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So I'm gonna. This is awesome. I'm going to treat this as a group. Here's what we're gonna do. Violet, roll a stealth check.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do this with my big dice. That is a good old. Do I have proficiency in stealth? I do. Let's go. That's a good
Oh.
old 16.
Okay, and then I'm going to say if both Serena and Visper are willing to support you in this, I'm going to
Mhm.
have you both roll a deception check.
I have a
Not-
+0.
Before I
If-
roll, not gonna lie, I really want to punch that guy in the face who almost killed me. But I'm gonna just go with the group.
So, are you guys willing to help Violet out in this instance?
Serena's gonna say over the radio, "We're gonna have a talk after this," and then is going to try to decept. And I got a 13.
Okay.
What
You guys.
am I
So
rolling?
hold on. I will say this. You guys can either roll a. Yeah. You guys can either have somebody help each other, in which case one of you would have advantage, or
Oh.
you both can roll separately, and I will take the higher of the two.
Visper, what's your deception bonus?
What? Sorry.
Go into your skills,
Uh,
Visper, and then
Should
look
be
for
relatively
deception.
high.
I think hers is
Okay, I
pretty
found
high.
it. Let me roll for deception.
She has a +5.
Oh God. I'll give her the help action.
Okay, so Visper, go ahead and roll a second time for me.
Deception again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
14. Okay.
Well, that's one better than I
Ooh.
did.
Yeah, it is. I think the worst part is that I had in no opportunity the ability to use this inspiration point that I had from you guys because you guys were decimating my people.
I literally realized that we had, the inspiration pool, and I was like, dang it, I should have used that.
You can use it before I confirm the results of anything. So I mean, I haven't confirmed or denied any results. If you guys want to
but
bird
it was
Nah, I'm not-
for the
I'm not-
falling.
Oh yeah, for the falling. Yeah, that's
for
fair.
the falling.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just make sure I erase these notes here because you are no longer needing the Shield of Faith, which means you can drop your concentration on that. Okay, so yeah, with a 14 and with the 14 deception and a where is your
16 stealth.
16 stealth. I will say you guys collectively are capable of guiding the Air Genasi children out of the blasted 6th Company Scara Audin HQ.
Serena just stands in front of Squarb.
Hey, buddy, are you okay? You doing good?
Serena stands in front of the precinct while a Visper talks to Scorb to make him turn away slightly.
Do what you gotta do.
And so I'm just heading back to Dead End Labor with all the kiddos.
Okay, so I think, given what has just transpired here, we've got a lot of questions to answer. But I think we'll do that next week when we have everybody involved, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
for now, we're going to call it here. But on the upside,
Aw.
everybody level up to 3rd level.
Yeah.
Nice.
I get a better face stuff.
So we're going to
Yeah.
you guys don't have to tell me everything. We'll do it off stream. But for right now, roll your hit dice for me and just tell me what you added and what your new maximum hit points are.
Okay. I need to be
how would I
reminded how
do
to do that.
When you go to your character builder, it's the little anvil in the top right. You go
Mhm.
to manage HP.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. You got to manage HP. And
And
then,
then
Okay.
you get to roll. It tells you what dice to roll.
yes.
Okay.
I believe it does. It doesn't anywhere, but you can
okay,
figure it
I
out.
You
from
can
the
you can
picture.
you
I
can
think
see
I
it.
see it.
So when you go into your editor, you can see it on the on
Oh,
it.
shit.
Oh,
Would it be
Alright.
underneath hit point bonuses?
So where it says, so go ahead and add a level first. So go ahead and add level 3 to your thing. Then it'll tell you what your hit dice is. So you should have so for you, Visper, you should have 3d6. So you just roll a d6.
Alright. Alright.
I'm at 30 health.
D6.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty.
So I roll a D6.
Yes, you do.
Alright.
I'm at 20.
So Serena's at 30. Violet is at 20.
Wait, would I roll 3 of them or would I
Just
just
the
roll one?
one, because just the one.
Alright. I got a 4.
You got a 4, so then you go ahead into manage HP,
Aha.
and then you're just going to go where it says rolled HP. You're just going to add 4 to that value, and then it'll automatically give you your new maximum hit point value.
Alright.
So what is?
Oh, I
your-
get second level spells.
Yep. Visper. So what is your new hit point total, Visper?
Ooh. My new hit point total is 16.
There you go.
Eee. So,
Alrighty. So just for context, everybody in chat, um, uh, Violet had 16 hit points, I think, prior to level up.
Yeah.
Visper had 11 hit points prior to level up, and Serena had 20 hit points prior to level up. So, yeah, wowzers. A whole whopping 10 hit points, Serena. And
that
then,
plus 3 Constitution.
there you go. There you go. And then we will level up Ember and Squarb when I get a chance to speak with them. But yeah, go ahead and then you guys can figure out your spells because all three of you are spellcasters, so you should have access to second level spells now. I believe all of you.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you guys just got a
I
whole
got-
lot more powerful, which means I got to get a whole lot tougher.
I got, what is it? A third level spell. I don't know how to do this, so
Go into your character editor, and then go down to where it says spells. Or no, so in your character editor, you'll click on the tab that says spells, and then you can start doing your spells like you did in character creation.
Oh, all right. Let's see how many I get. I get one more. Beautiful.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, with that in mind, guys, that's going to be it from us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. I hope it wasn't too weird. Like I said, we're normally a 5-man party, but we're 2 people short due to a vacation that I completely forgot to mention. But yeah, so next Sunday will be our 3rd episode of Sand and Shadow. So I hope you guys will be there for us to hang out with. And then as far as my personal streaming is concerned, I'm kind of still in guerrilla streaming mode. Just kind of where I can find the time to do it. So just if you guys want to keep up with me, check my Twitter. Oh wait, did I finish setting up that hold on. I should have something here. Did I finish it? Please tell me I did. I did. Awesome. So let me just do this real fast. I have a cool new command for specifically for Sundays where I just list everybody who plays.
Whoa. Nice.
So
Oh,
I don't have to.
poggers.
So I don't have to do that weird individual thing I did last week. So guys, go see our players. The ones who
Yes.
were here. Not Mafia, Wailing Frog, and Lumi. Make sure you guys send them some love. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want to keep up with me, and if you want to keep up with any updates related to Sand and Shadow. Do you guys want to plug anything that you guys are doing this week?
Sure.
Oh,
Actually, in about
alright.
2 hours, I'm streaming Splatoon 2 ranked or Splatoon 3 ranked.
Splatoon 3, nice, nice.
Hopefully, as long as it isn't Clam Blitz.
Yeah, I
In
can't
that
play.
case, I'll just stream Grisco.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I can actually look that up for you if we're doing Clan Blitz right now in in this 2-hour block. Because I have the app.
Well, I'm
I
starting in 2 hours, so
right. So in 2 hours time, like I said, let me check that out for you. But
does it have anyway?
yep,
Someone else can promote.
yeah. So Froggy, you got anything planned for this week?
Maybe starting a horror game for the charity drive that me and Nashino Yoichi and a whole bunch of other people are part of.
Neat. Do you know what
Uh,
time you guys are planning on doing that, or just in general?
We are doing group collabs like once a week, but other than that, yesterday was our first group collab, and we actually raised $300 on our first day.
Yeah, congratulations on that, by the way.
Yeah. And then other than the group collab days, is just kind of a free for all who's doing what.
Alrighty. And then Lumi, you got any big plans this week?
Yep, I do. It's actually, what is it? The second stream of my Spooktober where I play different Halloween themed games. This Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, I'm actually playing Graveyard Girls, which is this visual novel that I'm excited to play.
Ooh, I heard Graveyard Girls is actually really good, so I hope you enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And then for context, Mafia, the next set in 2 hours is Splat Zones and Rainmaker. Clan Blitz is currently going on right now.
I just won't play.
I mean, yeah. So it's in. Wait a minute. It's in the next 2 hours. Yeah. So by the time you start streaming, you should be doing Splat Zones and Rainmaker.
Yeah.
So that should be good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And with that out of the way, guys, I think that's going to be it for me as well. So you guys, have a good day. Make sure you guys eat, get some sleep, get some water in you. I know I've been drinking water. I'm down to my 3rd bottle right now of water. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.